Beneath the crooked moon they fled, where wickedness can safely tread. One soul alone through bramble ran, pursued by neither beast nor man. For fears give chase where fears are bold, and some wear faces, so we're told, to never name in waking light. They walk the dusk and claim the night. There came the fear of being seen, of knowing what the truth might mean. It trailed behind in silken thread, with button eyes and tilted head. No voice, no touch on mirror's grace, just empty hands and a stitched-on face. There came the fear of not enough, of kindness lost, of hearts too rough. It limped with limbs of straw and skin, and carried every hurt within. It whispered help in rustling sighs, and bled for those with colder eyes. There came the fear of what was lost, of cards yet played and dices tossed. It walked in boots that dragged the past, and soon found out luck cannot last. A curse in foot, a charm once worn, one careless act, now hunters mourn. There came the fear of growing still, of ticking clocks and bitter chill. It breathed in smoke and tasted dust, and now a canine must it trust. It danced with death in half-closed eyes, and know too well the cost of lies. And all the while the moon looked on, its crooked grin, impious and wrong. It did not chase, it did not speak, it only watched the lost and the weak. So run, dear dreamer, fast and soon. They find us all 'neath crooked moon.
We're live. Once Streamlabs decides to act. Cool. Welcome back, everyone, to the second episode of The Fallen. I forgot what we were called there. That was great. A folk horror D&D stream based on Legends of Evantress's wonderful adventure campaign, Crooked Moon. Last week we had a bit of a tussle on a train after dying, which was all sorts of interesting. No one died. No one even got close to dying. It was fine. Someone cast Toll the Dead that they shouldn't have.
It was really poison spray.
Yeah, it was really poison spray, sure. We are missing a member, unfortunately. The lovely Ven has decided to find themselves among other places in the train today. So, we shall see. Last episode ended with the group entering the mail car, and there was mail spinning out of every possible orifice? Can I use that word? Every possible aperture on this entire cart.
Okay.
There is a grizzled sailor-looking spirit disgruntledly going through the mail and walking up and down the cabin, muttering to himself. And in the far corner is a much more composed looking fellow. Do you want to describe yourself, Felix?
Yeah, so he's kind of a taller figure. You can oddly see his like bones through what should be his skin. And if you can even call it skin, it's really more of a membrane. Is sort of this vibrant blue. And what used to be his meat suits covered with sort of mostly leathers. He's got some heavy boots on, some dark leather pants, and a large heavy duster. Pants are held up with some nice red suspenders over a old, what used to be white shirt, but has yellowed with time. And around his neck is this large wooden amulet.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. I've just realised, Hagen, your flame dog is going to have to be very careful in this cabin. This is probably the most flammable place imaginable.
I mean, to be fair, literally two of our party members are literally made out of flammable objects. So
yeah. Great. I'll shrink him down to size as well. Oh, he's so big because of the stupid picture. Okay, well, whatever. Great. You enter the cabin, and first thing you notice is that Ven is no longer with you.
I think we lost Ven to the luggages back there. I think they're still cataloging everything that we have there.
perhaps the door took them to a different cart instead of whatever this place is supposed to be.
That's possible. I didn't know that was possible.
You
I
hear
feel like the conductor did say something around the lines of enter one cart, you never know where you're going to end up, or something.
Hey,
But
hey, have you seen anybody around here?
No. Do you
Start.
count?
I'm kind of looking for somebody. Seen anyone other than, well, I guess whoever this guy is. Looking for a woman? Dark hair, kind of
Oh.
yay tall.
afraid not. Sorry.
Yeah, I can't say that I've seen anything like that. Thought for a minute there you were talking about Ven, but that's not who that is.
Yeah, I'm not looking for a Ven. I'm just more of an Elizabeth. So no.
No, that name.
Women on
No.
this train at this point. Now I think
I
about it.
what? You just randomly came in here and started looking for an Elizabeth?
Well, I mean, I just got here, I think, and due to some circumstances, I believe that an Elizabeth would be here, traveling car to car to see if I can find her, but I just can't. Just, I'm afraid she's lost, or maybe I'm lost. Really, I am too.
the faintly blue glow of this new fellow is juxtaposed to um, the dim, sickly green glow that is surrounding the sailor-looking fellow. This green glow is very reminiscent of the previous haints that you've come across, implying very strongly that he has unfinished business. However, this skeleton blue glowing person very much exudes more corporeal, more attached to a physical body.
That's interesting. You seem to have the same energy as this fellow, this gentleman here. But you more put together, and I'll look over at him, at the sailor. No offense, of course.
The sea was once. What did you say?
Nothing. Have you seen Elizabeth? Have you asked him?
No,
Oh,
I just walked in the door.
I knew an Elizabeth once. Elizabeth. Oh, that was. I knew a ship called Elizabeth. Silly me. I thought I was a person. Oh, the SS Elizabeth. What a beaut. What a beaut.
It's a ship? You were looking for a ship?
No, I don't believe I was. Have to be a very large woman to be considered a ship, and she was not that large.
Oh, no offence, but your Elizabeth pales in comparison to the beaut that was my Elizabeth. Oh, the seven seas couldn't hold her back.
I'm sure beauty is subjective. Uh, what exactly are you doing here, if you don't mind me asking, Sir Sailor?
Oh, well, I thought I'd look through, try and try and find, well, any mention of the sea I once lost. But all these bloody letters, they're just oh, I wish you were still here. Oh, my child has graduated. Oh, I miss you so much. All this lovey-dovey stuff. Not one mention of the waves or the flow of the ocean.
Looking at all the letters, I'm just gonna turn over to my little dog and say, uh, just for the sake of this car, just could you just sit here for the moment?
Your dog. I've forgotten if you named it, but your dog. The flames uh simmer down into uh, a more whitish color. Um, and they seem to be like producing a lot less roaring heat around him.
Well, that works. I do need to name you soon, though. If you're going to keep traveling with me, I'll think of it later. So that's what you're looking for, right? Just a mention of the sea. I turned to the sailor.
I. 'Twas a sad day. I died. Nowhere near the beauty of the ocean. Just, just to glimpse it once again would. Oh, well, that would be everything.
A glimpse of the sea on a train. Uh, I don't. I'm afraid I'm at a loss. Uh, good sir, I don't. I'm not. Nothing comes to mind very quickly on how to do this.
Well, if it
Here,
were
I
easy,
have
I
an
About
would
like
idea.
have
a
done it
picture,
myself.
One,
maybe? Maybe a painting?
that might be. That might be smart. That might be smart. I did not think of that.
is there an art related car in this train? I'm considering that there's already a mailroom. There's sure to be something, I suppose, but
Are you able to move freely?
Felix, you know
Mhm.
of a circus cart and a dining cart. Um, you don't know of any um, art cart. Art cart.
Oh,
That's a
I have
wonderful
not
term.
seen anything that could be useful quite yet, hopefully. I don't know. Do these letters have post stamps been invented, or is it mostly just a lot of handwritten to the order of?
These are very handwritten. A lot of them don't even have envelopes. They are very symbolic letters. There seems to be quite a few that are letters from alive people to the dead, um, uh, missing them and wishing they were there. But there is also some letters on the lower side of the cart that are from dead people to the living. Um, and one such one is a very stands out from the weathered yellow worn down look of the other letters. It's actually bright pink.
Hmm.
Mm.
Well, I don't know what to do, so I'm gonna go stand over here in the corner.
Uh, I
uh,
I think I have an idea. Are there any pieces of paper that are unmarked or just blank in the area?
The back of most of the letters is blank paper. If you wanted to use that.
Anybody have a pen I could borrow? Or something to write with?
uh,
That is optimistic.
Uh,
I don't actually. Can I? Uh, well, I mean, I suppose I could. I don't know if this will work. I kind of druid craft a little branch off of myself
Sure.
and pull it off and be like, maybe this will work. I'll give it to him and be like, see if you can get any residue off of that. I don't know.
And I
Uh, what is the role for that? Blimey. Give me just a flat d20 check because I don't know what skill would help you with this better.
right, that's a 12.
um, you can mark the paper with it, but it's very much like finger paint drawing, basically.
Hey, you actually got it to work. That's impressive.
Yeah, honestly, I was not really expecting much of it. No offense or anything, but
Also, there is only one
No,
color.
none taken. I wasn't expecting more than that. The fact that you even got it to work is impressive. What was your idea?
well, either A, he said he was looking for some sort of letter or something mentioning the sea, so potentially might not be the worst idea to write one ourselves.
That's not a bad idea. I'll look around. Is there anything else that stands out? Is that do I see that pink letter pretty prominent?
um, it stands out because most of the letters are just that kind of worn paper color.
Yeah.
Um, there's letters that have been clearly opened and are lying out on the side. There's letters that are um, tucked away behind crevices. Like, there's a lot that kind of stands out in the fact that it's the only letter that looks like this, or the only letter that's been folded like this, or this letter looks
I'll
burnt.
kind of like reach out and grab like one before it, one after it, and then sandwich it in between and see like what the contents the of them are.
The ones either side of the pink letters, you mean?
Yeah, I'll grab like a couple of those, including the pink one, so it's like in the pile, so I can just read through it and be like, wonder what's in here.
Yeah, sure. I haven't written any pre-written letters, so it's on this side of the cut. It's from the dead, um, trying to write to the living, saying, do not mourn for me. I found a new life here. I miss you every day. However, I wish you live as long as possible. One day we'll be together. Sort of lovey-dovey letters, but from the dead.
Is the tone of this the same for most of them?
Um, there's one that you grabbed that is haunting and threatening. It's written in a potentially blood. It's written in a dark red ink that has the text saying, uh, "You ruined my life. You're the reason I'm dead. I hope you never sleep again.
Good lord.
Oh,
Hagen,
yes.
I don't think he needs a letter. I think he needs to write a letter.
Hmm.
I mean, we could try both just to be safe, but I think he might need to write to somebody.
Not a bad idea. Sir, I'll go over to him. Uh, is there anyone that you remember from being alive?
That's not a
Anyone
boat.
you love? That's not a boat.
Well, I had a beloved crew. I had a loved one on a lighthouse when I was growing old, and I don't know. I think I need something to jog my memory or something. I know there was someone, but I don't know who.
Hmm. I don't have anything. What was
I'm
your
gonna try.
last? Go ahead. Yeah.
I'm gonna try looking around, see if there's any like trinkets or little baubles somewhere that might be related to something.
I'm gonna say no. However long you look, this cut is an absolute mess of. Um, you get the feeling after a while that these letters are more symbolic than physical. Like, it might be that someone said a prayer at night and the letter ended up on this train. Some of them might not even be physical handwritten letters. But you don't find anything of use or of value. Um, this cart is more a storage for the symbolism of communication between life and death. I will remind you, just as a friendly DM hint, that maybe not all problems can be solved immediately and may require coming back to.
That is fair.
So you don't get stuck
That
too
is
long.
actually not fair.
Well, I was gonna ask him. Is he freely able to move between carts?
I, I, I was in the lounge cart earlier and I was reminiscing over what I could remember. Unfortunately, I can only remember
How
so
early?
much. Uh, might have been a couple of months or years. Time is hard to tell here.
I was just only asking because we had some unfriendly guests just recently within the last uh shoot, I don't know the time frame. It feels like hours, feels like days. Uh just recently we had some uh uninvited guests on board, and if you were in the lounge, I just wanted to make sure you didn't see that or were aware of the situation.
No, sir. First I've heard of it.
Well, stay safe and stay away from that, and I'll point to the mist outside. Stay away from that. Last thing we'd have to do is we'd hate to cut you short before your resolved
Oh, you
issues.
betcha. Uh, I'll
So
just be here singing well, trying to sing my songs that best I remember.
we'll find something to help jog that memory of yours. We've helped out quite a bit so far, so we'll do our best. You have our word.
You're a good lad, Lone Ludlow. That came out
Thank
wrong,
you.
but you know what I meant.
I'll kind of just walk over to the side where Felix is, and I'll be like, "Hey, uh,
Hey,
I know, we all got our issues and such, but we're probably going to be helping out this. I'll point back at the sailor, helping him out at some point, and I don't see why not helping you out wouldn't be a good idea either. So if you'd like, you want to stick with us to kind of figure out some more intricate stuff here, you're more than welcome.
Well, I mean, I've been searching for the better part of some time. Man, y'all are right. That time thing is just whatever. Yeah, I guess I could use a little bit of help. Whatever that's gonna end up meaning in the next however long. Sure, sure. Y'all seem to be a little more aware and acquainted with what's happening, unlike the other couple of folks in the past cart. They barely knew what was happening themselves, so why not?
What was the past cart you were in?
Uh, the circus. I didn't want any part of it. Too many people.
You were in the circus tent? Cart?
I mean, yeah, if you could call it that. I mean, there was a lot of loud noises, and it felt like, you know, very claustrophobic. I mean, I know this is a little bit of a small car, but I mean, it was packed. It was packed, and so wasn't my thing.
Sounds like Ven's really gonna be missing out on this.
Where did they even go anyway?
I'm sure we'll find him again here shortly. They can't go too far. You remember they squeezed in one of those little small gaps there, so they could be anywhere.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Well,
Uh, Fenrir, I call it to the dog. I'm just gonna call him that from now on.
it's a good name.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, that
Dog,
thing's
Did you make
yours?
I I'm not exactly sure at this point, but he doesn't seem to be necessarily against me, so
Not gonna
in a way, yes.
go for my forearms now, is it?
Well, I think I'm the one more intriguing, considering I like crinkle and like crack as the branches like move, and I'm like, I got so many sticks. Probably wants a lot of sticks. Dogs love
Sticks or
sticks.
bones? Well, I
Gotta
guess
be.
if he's well trained.
Oh yeah,
I
Is
gotta
it
be
true?
trying
literally
not
got
to
someone who has sticks and someone who has bones. This dog is gonna have a field day.
Oh god.
One of us die. One of us goes down.
This thing's salivating over us.
Rips up the arm and just like goes plays fetch with it or something.
God.
Well, if we're heading into a new car, as it's your first time, please roll a d6, Felix, and we will see which car we end up in.
Woo. Shoot, I don't have the order of what happened last time when we rolled.
I got a 5.
Please roll again.
Okay, so we did that one already.
That was out of the tray. That's another 5. 1.
1 works. Yeah. All right.
Hagen, do you remember what the other ones that we rolled were? Was 3
I
the
think
post office?
It was the dining cart and the luggage cart, I believe.
Dining cart, luggage cart, and then the mail cart.
That sounds right. I think.
These are all private booths. Hang on. Why won't it let me draw fog? Please let me draw fog. Okay, well I can't draw fog, so we'll just have to hide everything inside anyway.
We'll use our imaginations.
Imagination.
What's in the sleeper cart?
This is the lounge car?
No, this is the sleeper car. This car is eerily quiet, save for a soft creaking each time the train gently rocks. A long corridor stretches down the car's length. Three sliding doors along the way suggest luxurious private cabins for the train's first class passengers.
Huh.
Oh, this ain't a circus.
No, no, it is not. What do the
Uh,
what do the dead have to do with beds?
Well, when
I
someone
mean,
says eternal rest, I don't think they meant this kind of rest.
right. I don't have the urge to sleep. Do you?
no, not really.
Do I? Do I?
Yeah, Hagen, you definitely would.
I mean, I feel the
I
urge to stand still for for a couple of hours, but
I
not
must
really sleep.
dance. I'm just
I've got the urge to dance.
I oh totally. I'm fine. Totally fine.
You sure?
I'll be all right. I I can keep going. Don't worry about me.
Well, we know where it is, so if you need
Fair
it,
enough.
if you need it, we'll come back. Just
Great.
because just because we keep running doesn't mean you have to. We need everybody in
Don't
tip-top
worry.
shape to keep moving forward, so it's okay.
Don't worry. I can keep going.
Okay.
Why does everybody need to be tip top shit? I mean, not to say that we shouldn't be. I'm just what sounds like you're implying danger or something.
Oh, we've already encountered danger a couple of times. Speaking of which, you can protect yourself, right?
Well, yeah, I could protect myself. There's danger on this train.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Some
Technically,
weird
yes.
weird as I said earlier, we had some uninvited guests and wasn't exactly friendly. They they corrupted some of the passengers on board. One of the passengers was already weird to begin with, but they kind of like the mist outside it, and I'll like point to the window behind him. I'll be like, that mist, don't let it touch you. Apparently, it affects the dead here in a very strange way. I guess the train is a safe passage moving through it, but yeah, I guess it corrupts you or some sort, and it turns you into something that can't be reasoned with. And so you got to be put down.
oh,
So we've
well, it
encountered a couple of that.
doesn't sound too much like some coolest ghost I've ever fought before. But all right, keep an eye out then.
Yeah, it's a good rule just to kind of keep your hands in the cart at all times, I
So does
suppose.
it just look like mist? Does it look like a ghost?
No, it's definitely like it's like a fog cloud. It kind of
Okay.
rolls in and then takes you. You know, that's the best way I can describe it. Unfortunately.
Well, if I've got to stop a position, I'll stop a position. Think we'll be good.
Perfect. I guess we should keep moving forward, see if there's anybody here hanging out in case someone else. We might be able to find something to jog that man's memory back there.
Sounds like a
Maybe.
plan to me.
I just started gently peeking in some of the doors, see if there's anyone in there.
Yeah, these doors aren't locked. In room one, you see the beds have only partly been made. They look like recently slept in. And of note, around the cabin is assorted clothing and sleepwear that looks very fancy.
Hmm. It doesn't look like there's anyone in here per se. Uh, looks like someone has been here, at least at some point.
Still strange it feels to see the dead sleeping. Oh, and I'll look over at Felix. I'll be like, you know you're dead, right?
Uh,
If not, it was a horrible way to tell you, but yes.
yeah, I was kind of piecing that together a little bit as we were walking along.
Okay, good.
I
Because you took
was,
that news a lot better than I did. I'll just kind of keep walking.
it's all in the line of work, I guess.
I'll
I'll follow
go. I'll go
behind.
over and check the next door.
Can anyone see a nameplate saying Totec? I have no idea how to get rid of that. Anyway, in the next door, you see much more made beds. Looks like no one's been sleeping in here. There's no clothes around. And on the raised stool, or shelf between the beds, is a brass and wooden phonograph, which is an old record player kind of thing.
I just stare at it for a little bit because I at least, and I've never seen anything like this before. My character, at least. Is it silent or is it playing anything?
It's silent and not moving.
Hmm. This
You good?
room seems. Oh, yes. Just this room seems fine as well. Uh, nothing.
What's in there? I can't see.
I don't know.
Some metal thing. I'm not entirely sure what it is. You can take a look if you want. I'll check next door.
Within this third cabin is a glowing green, reminiscent of a haint, young woman who is currently holding a locket that they are weeping into. They are sitting on the side of the bed, holding this locket, slowly crying to themselves. They don't seem to even notice that you've opened the door. If they did, they don't seem to care that someone's seen them.
I'm going to go step inside
Well,
this door here.
Go for
I'm
it.
going to go look at this.
There's nothing special about the
I
phonograph,
feel
but you can turn it on if you want.
I'll flick it.
All right. Some slow romantic jazz music starts playing. Perfect. Nice. Love
I
it.
had it ready.
I'm so glad you did that. Sick.
I'll just look over down the hall. Felix, was it right?
Yeah, that'd be me.
You said you were looking for a woman, right?
Yeah, I was.
Well, there's one in here.
Elizabeth? Elizabeth?
You just hear.
I'm gonna peek my head in.
You do not see Elizabeth. You see,
Not the right woman.
you see a woman
But
from
you okay, ma'am?
an era before yours, dressed in old-fashioned for your time, garments and crying into a locket. As you say, "Are you okay?" She looks up to you and just says, "No, I lost my love."
Well, I mean, I can understand your inconvenience because I'm in sort of a similar boat. What what happened? I'm gonna kind of gently take a step in.
I'll kind of like peek behind and be like, "What's happening? What'd I miss? They was playing some music over there. Someone touched it."
I
I
was.
think we may or may not have found our next spirit to soothe.
Oh, do they know each other?
I have no clue.
This is interesting. Okay, well, I'll block this side in case anything comes through, but I'll keep my ear out.
I will do the same.
I was waiting for my love, and I don't know what happened, but now I'm here. He's nowhere to be found.
Where were you? Like when you were waiting? Where were you waiting?
I remember a fancy hotel and um an alley and uh what was the name of the hotel? It was the Hotel Riviere? No. Hotel River or something like that. And I was waiting. I don't know why. It's all a bit fuzzy.
A random question, Miss. This love of yours, what did he do for a living?
He was a strong man. Um, he was he was a dock worker by day and a circus performer by night. He was the strongest there was, and oh, I miss him.
Hey,
Well, I
Felix, you
have
were at the circus, weren't you?
Uh, I mean, I was, but uh, I didn't notice anybody in there. Again, I kind of tucked my head down and ran for the other door.
well,
It was not my cup of tea.
well, I have one of two theories about how we can help her. She said that either A, he worked as a dock worker, so that could potentially be our sailor friend, but more likely it's B. He's somewhere in the circus tent.
That's what
Yeah,
I
I
figured
don't
as
think
well.
she's a boat either.
Yeah, fair enough.
Very petite for a boat.
Eh,
No offense, ma'am.
Since smaller. Well, like a kayak. Uh...
Canoe, really.
maybe a
You ever seen
dinghy.
one of them paddle boards? I think that's exactly what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Depends if there's room for two. Okay.
All right, we're
And
not
other
playing whose
things I
line is it
regret
right
saying.
now. Things you could call.
Thank you. God.
Oh,
Yep, that happened. All right.
How long have you been without your significant other? Do you remember?
Time. I I don't know how long I've been
All right.
here.
Right, the time thing. I keep forgetting about the time thing.
How long
yeah.
have we even been here? Is the question.
I don't want to go down that spiral. I really don't want to go down that spiral.
And I think for both of our sakes, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, I'd rather be focused on anything else but my own issues at the moment.
Yeah, that's also a danger.
You're gonna renew your vows. It'll be
Alright,
beautiful.
and we're back, I think. Yep.
I'm gonna be the maid of honor. It'll be wonderful.
Great line to walk straight into.
Yep.
The dog will like carry the rings in its mouth. Just
The ring bearer, Fenris. Leaving a trail of embers.
Sets the bride and groom on fire by accident.
Whole venue goes up in flames.
This whole thing was doomed at the beginning.
If there's a sign these two should not be married, give us a sign. The whole venue burned down.
It's a pretty good sign.
Right.
I'm not one for superstition, but that's pretty clear.
So, ma'am, I just you oh, maybe I don't phrase it like that. Are you waiting to see him again? Like, kind of the only thing you want?
I don't know if I want to see him again, because that would mean he's like me.
Did you not? Did you pass before he did?
I think so. I was waiting for him, and then the next thing I remember, I was here. So unless something awful happened, I think I passed before him. I hope he's out there,
What is she?
living his best life.
Can I take a look and see if there's anything more distressing on her? Wounds, anything along those lines? Anything that might have kept from the past life? Does she seem pretty well kept?
No, she seems pretty beaten up.
Oh.
She's hiding it well with like cloth around her head and side of her face and stuff, but some of the injuries she couldn't really hide, so the black eye sort of seeps out over her makeup, and there's like a cut on the side of her face that's slightly dampening the cloth with blood, and yeah.
I go over to Totek and just whisper, I suddenly get the feeling that maybe we shouldn't be fighting this guy. Maybe.
I don't think this was the case.
Fair.
Totek kind of, you see like his branches, his whole demeanor kind of shift. He's got a little bit more of this, like, he's more angrier now. And he looks at her and he walks up next to you, Felix, and he looks at her and he kind of puts his hand out to kind of examine to see. Like, I know she's probably gonna like try to like hide away, but like more just kind of like just to like look and see it, like how extensive it is. And he just
she sort of flinches away, but in doing so almost reveals more injuries. You get the feeling that this isn't just her having been like hit. This is how she died.
Ma'am, were you waiting by like side of the road or?
I was waiting in an alley by the hotel river or lake or whatever it was called.
You just remember waiting and then showing up? You don't remember any additional faces, maybe?
You know how things are with this place. It's hard to remember anything that went on before. It took me, I don't know how long to even remember that there was a hotel in an alley, but I've tried to remember more. The one thing I have, thank goodness, is this locket with my husband's face on. Husband? Or was he? I hope we were married.
Was every memory of him a good one?
I'm not sure. I just know that if I could just see him again, if I could just talk to him, he would make me whole again. If I could just I I, I don't know.
We'll find
I
him.
just
If
kind of, I just kind of slink away as I during this conversation, just go more towards the door of the car.
Ma'am, we will find
ma'am,
him.
if you don't mind, real quick, I'm gonna like put my hand out a little bit and may I see that locket real quick?
Um, so when you open the locket, she's quite happy to show you. She's like, "Isn't he handsome?" All you see is a blurry face.
Yeah, he's
Um,
quite a man.
underneath the picture is like JB, the initials written, or I guess in a locket it might be like scratched into it.
We'll try to find them if we can. Just
Totek, did you open that pink letter, or did you open the ones around
yeah,
it?
no, I did. Yeah.
Can you give a history check?
Sure. How good
Yeah.
am I with history? Not at all. Let's see how it goes. That's a 7.
Yeah, okay. Never mind then.
Guidance! That's a 9.
Get your bad rolls out now.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna use moment of remembrance as a reaction. If a person fails a D20 check, they can add a D4 and potentially succeed.
Oh
Ooh.
my god. Okay.
And guidance, top of your guidance. We have guidance while your guidance.
Yeah. That's a stack of guidance right there. Okay. That's a 10. No, that's a 4. That's a 4. Oh my god. 13? 13.
Okay. um, you remember seeing JB somewhere else since you came on this car? This isn't the first time you've seen
JB.
the initials JB.
Well,
Just something about it. Like last time you saw it, you made a sort of internal joke about uh, uh juicy bread or something, and just something about seeing this initials again reminds you.
After taking a moment to myself, I'll
huh.
just I'll come by the room. Any, do you guys find anything out?
No, not really yet.
Yeah. Maybe. Maybe. I won't get my hopes up,
Maybe.
but yeah. I need to get out of the cart. I don't know why. I'm just
Yeah, it's a little
seeing
claustrophobic.
seeing her in that state is can I say my blood's boiling? It doesn't feel like blood, but I'm very I'm fuming. I'm livid right now. I don't know why. I'm gonna step out.
Uh, I I see. um, did you
Kind of.
did she
Mhm.
say anything at least? Any
Uh,
hints, clues?
we found
Hint-
the initials of initials of the potential partner. of the partner itself. I don't know, their crush. Felix here got a good look at their face. Apparently strapping.
Yeah, he's I'm gonna sort of like assure that maybe we should like officially leave the room and close the door. We can talk about this in private.
What are you doing? What are you signaling? Oh.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna
We'll be
Felix is gonna
back.
go ahead and close the door a little bit, and so
Man.
that picture didn't really have a whole lot in it. To be honest with you, it's really fuzzy. Couldn't really make out anybody.
You said he was a
What
handsome
were
man.
the
I didn't want
initials?
to hurt. The initials were JB, scratched on the bottom, but I mean the face was couldn't make anything out of it.
You know, I'll
Didn't
be
want to
honest,
hurt
I
the
think
feelings.
Wait, hold on a
yeah.
second. Could it be the jailbird?
Oh,
Uh
Oh,
it can't be
I'm
that
gonna
simple, could
reading that.
it? No. But he was such a bad role model. Wait,
With a place like this, people aren't always as they might seem, I suppose, for better or worse.
well now I'm
Maybe I'm sorry,
God.
what were you saying?
No, I'm at a loss for words. You blew my mind with that. That's crazy.
Uh, it was honestly just amusing. I wasn't sure if it was really anything concrete that we should go off of, but maybe it's worth a shot to check out.
I think so. That's a very good idea. Wow, I didn't even you, Hagen. You are very, very smart.
Uh, Thank you. I
You're welcome.
I'm I might need a moment. You guys can go on ahead. I'll just I'll just walk off a little bit.
Okay.
right.
Okay. Just follow us when you're ready, I guess.
Uh, yeah.
I'll look at Felix and I'll shrug. I'll be like, I don't know.
He's your friend. I don't know.
We just met recently. Like it's recently. God, this time thing sucks. And I'll just walk through the next card.
Yeah, give me a d6 if we're going forwards.
I got you. It's a 1 again.
Rerolling.
Come on, no more 1s. 2.
I can't find the chart. That's good. 2 is... 2's the good one. Okay. Give me a second to set this all up because there's a few people in here.
Ooh.
Oh.
Sitting together are this fine fellow and woman who have the air of corporealness to them. And
Do they look like that, or are they the same green that we've been seeing?
they look exactly like the pictures.
I'm gonna finish saying my statement as I walk in. God, this time thing sucks. I'll walk in and be like, oh my God. Hello.
1 second. I need to read on this card. 1 moment.
You're
Because
okay.
there is a lot going on this one. Okay. I'll read out the base description as well. This lounge
Sure.
is one of unstated luxury. Ebony walls are inlaid with gold geometric patterns. Plush burgundy velvet chairs are arranged for quiet conversation. Soft light filters in through frosted sconces, casting a gentle glow on the various landscape paintings that hang on the wall. Oh, he's over here. A tall, thin man leans against the bar, a whiskey glass in his hand. His dark, slicked back hair gleams with precision, framing his face with sharp lines, and is accentuated by a pencil-thin moustache. Pencil thin? Pencil thin moustache.
Pencil thin.
Pencil thin.
I love those. I love those cookies.
He wears a tailored striped suit and grips an ornate cane topped with a silver goat skull. Sitting beside him is a shorter woman with curly brown hair who is wearing a shimmering flapper dress, champagne flute in hand. She's laughing. Yeah, okay. They do look over when you walk into the car, saying something very loud about damn time.
Hello. Hi. You look like I won't say me, but you look more put together than most of the people on this train.
Oh, Philip, we have more of the resurrected for Driskenvold. Philip, stop looking at your drink and say hi to the fellows. Good day, good day. Welcome aboard the Ghostlight Express. I'm not exactly sure how you got your tickets, but I hope you're having a lovely time anyway.
As well as we could be. I'm sorry, what did you say about the resurrected?
Oh, yes, well, let me introduce myself. I am Philip Druskenvold, Lord of the Lands of Druskenvold, and at your pleasure, you have been resurrected to live out a life in the wonderful lands of Druskenvold, and it's many merriments that it entails, courtesy of myself and my lovely wife Adela here. We have created this paradise after death to save people from going to the actual afterlife, which is most horrid, I must say.
At this point, I'll make my way into the train car.
Wait, so you're saying you're the reason that I look like this?
Well,
I'll
you
kinda,
know,
like,
there are
reach
some
my- and I'll
technical
reach my hand out.
there are some technical difficulties with resurrecting people. Oh, it's not always the same body that they get put inside, but you know, with this kind of visage, you'll fit right in Druskenvold. There are many, many, many who share your appearance. You are not. You will not be outcast, as you may assume.
Right. So, how's this better than death? I mean, I'm still confused. I'm sure I'd still be confused up there, or well, I can only assume up there, because why would I be going down?
He looks at his wife in a sort of "can you take this" kind of way. And Adela continues with well, you see, the afterlife is temperamental. It is handled by the gods, and they are fickle beings with some nefarious purposes. Your souls are merely playthings to them. Philip and I, we created an alternative, a life beyond life, as such, and while it may not seem like much on this train, there is a whole a continent of living to be had once we reach Druskenvold, and I'm sure you, like everyone before you, will find that it is preferable. I promise we wouldn't have sabotaged or hijacked your souls for nefarious purposes. That's the opposite of what we're doing here. We are we are saving people. We are giving you a chance of a new life.
So are you gods?
Well, uh, um, it's complicated. I'm merely clairvoyant. But Philip here, he has the how do you put it, dear? I have ancient power, comparable to those you call gods, I suppose. Although, while on this train and while in your mortal realms, I am limited. Um, Back in Druskenvold, I will regain my full power and see to making life as pleasurable for all those there as I normally do. Oh, yes, dear. Um, Philip works very hard to make sure everyone in Druskenvold is happy and fulfilled.
What do you get out of this?
It's more you see, Philip had an issue with the way that gods were handling the afterlife. They were greedy and capricious and temperamental, and Philip took issue with the idea that that once you died, your soul was purely a plaything for others. In this realm, you have your own free will. You have your own choices. Oh, sorry, I say this realm. We're not quite there yet. But once we reach Druskenvold, yes, you will have your own free will. You will get to live a life with whoever you choose and however you choose. Surely you can
So
see that
wait,
that's preferable.
why are you on this train then?
Philip interjects, saying, "Oh well, we were visiting some influential people in your mortal realms. A little sightseeing, and then quickly hop back on the train and get back to managing my realm. It can't be doing that all the time, you know. And after all, everything was quite in place and ship shape, as they say. So I figured a couple of decades in the mortal realm, it can't hurt anyone."
I have a question. I'll say as I walk towards them. If
Oh my
this
god,
is
Hagen.
supposed,
God, it scared me.
if this is supposed to be a second chance for the dead, or however it is you called it, then why am I here? Why was I
I
put
like
on this train?
I'll
Um,
point towards them. I'll point towards Hagen. I'll be like, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Adela reaches out her hand, palm up, as if to invite a um, a sort of hand reading.
I will let her.
Oh my, well, not quite dead, sure, but not quite alive either. I would say. Um, Listen, you are free to return in your state, but the longevity of your existence in the mortal realms is certainly in question. And if you do return and give up your ticket and your chance to Druskenfold, I can't promise a safe passage back again. This might be your only hope of actually having an afterlife of your choosing. I'm sorry, your time was not up, but fate seems to have intervened for you.
I just finally shrink in on myself a little bit.
Wait. Okay. I'll just kind of like start pacing back and forth, just kind of like, wait, hold on. Okay. So you're saying that you, and I'll point to Philip, you have quote unquote power of the gods, right? And so you created this realm for people to live where they're not judged as playthings, and you give us a chance to live another life. But what happens if we die here? Does our life go to the afterlife again, or we come back here, or we go back to the mortal realm? What is the purpose here? What happens if we die here again?
This is an extra chance. It is not an immortal realm. I can't speak for myself or Philip, but most here are very much vulnerable to passing on. And if such an act happened, then the soul would, I assume, board the Ghostlight Express. And is that right, Philip? They come back on this train. Yes, and once the souls are on the train, then they are headed past Druskenvold to the worst places.
What's the worst places?
The normal afterlives.
So you
The
can't
ones you
stop
don't
that?
get a choice in.
Not
Can I
saying I want it to be stopped, but you can't stop it.
I am not. I'm in control of who enters and who leaves Druskenvold.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to bite the hand that resurrected me. I just... There's a lot going through my mind right now.
Understandable. Well, how about you pull up for a drink, and I don't think this train will be too much longer anyway.
The idea of it sounds refreshing, but I'll like walk up and take a shot and like throw it back, and it just... I don't taste anything.
Oh my, that is unfortunate. Yes, of course, Wickerborn. I should have known. Let me fix you up something. And he reaches behind the bar and concocts a foul-looking, odorless black liquid. I believe this is considered a delicacy to your kind.
I'll sniff it, even though I don't have a sense of smell.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't smell of anything anyway.
Just... Take a little like the little like teeth, the little branch like lips kind of go like why does it, what, and I just like chug it. Why was that so good?
Well,
I don't know what that was.
You'll find many delights like that amongst other Wickerborn. Have had centuries upon centuries to come up with liquids and solids that'll cater just to your needs. Such as the delights of Druskenvold.
I'll look over to Hagen and Felix. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I kind of like this. Kinda.
Well,
Yeah, I'd go for a drink.
I'll take one of my own.
Relicborn, huh? Let me see what I can do. And he once again reaches behind and pulls out basically it's a mug that just contains wispy, glowing fog.
Oh, I think you forgot to fill my cup.
Oh no! This is quite the filling treat for Relicborn. I'm not sure if you inhale it. I think that's right. I hope I made it correctly. Anyway.
I'm gonna bring it up to my would-be nose and sort of sniff it, and then attempt to take a sip.
Um. Yeah, it's sort of it is smoke, so it kind of requires inhaling. But it gives you a feeling of nourishment that um you remember having from your mortal life, where you have just finished an entire like roast meal. Um, that sort of I couldn't eat another chip kind of feeling.
Mm. Yeah, Felix is gonna inhale the rest of it.
I hope that was to your liking. I'm working with what I'm remembering here. But you
It
know,
wasn't too bad.
I'm glad I could acquaint. Now, I do have one order of business, if you wouldn't mind. Um, and he looks at
Well,
Adela
seeing as we
again.
almost talked your ear off.
He looks at Adela again, and she's like, "Ooh, my microphone's playing up. Oh, my headphone's playing up." She says, "Ah, yes, the fates. Since you are new in Druskenvold, there is a tradition to be had. If you wouldn't mind, I may read your fates and
Uh,
potentially alter the outcomes for the better."
I, I'll I'll step forward first. Uh, if you would, please, Miss, ma'am.
Uh, okay, if you would go into the announcements and links page, there should be a link to. If someone can find it, that would help. A link to a tarot card reading website. Uh, Tosek, I don't know if you remember where that link is.
I'm
Oh,
trying to
okay.
find it.
I found it. I'll put it in announcements and links again. I can't exactly
aha.
show it on
Ah,
stream. I can't show it on stream, but what I will do is, if you tell me what card you got and the number, I will bring up the card as a picture on the screen. That I can do. So
Huh.
who would like their fate read first? I promise you, it will not bring about disaster. If your fate was doomed, it will merely let you prepare.
I will step forward, and the card I got was the Emperor,
Do you know what number that is? There's a Roman
number
numeral.
4.
Okie dokie. Yes, so this one.
Oh.
Yes.
Ah, the Emperor. If you've wanted control over your life, then you're in luck. The Emperor promises that in spades. Sure, you must do a bit of work first. Break some habits, change a belief or two. But if you do that, you'll be the one dealing the cards, instead of losing the game. I
You
hope
almost
this
see
wasn't too
you almost
cryptic for
see
you.
you almost see Hagen's eyes light up for a brief second. I see. Thank you very much. The explanation was plenty. Don't worry.
I wish I could be more clear, but the fates, they only allow me to see such ambiguity. Um,
It's quite all right.
I just hope it helps.
You've
Would anyone else like
you've told me
a fate to be
more than
read?
enough. You've told me more than enough. Thank you.
I'll walk up to Hagen. I'll be like, "You all right?"
I Yes. No. Maybe. I
put a
just
I'll put
need to
like
process
one of my
everything.
I'll put one of my hands on his shoulders and be like, take your time. It'll be all right.
Thank you.
Well,
Really, thank you.
of course. Felix, are you looking forward to this? Do you want me to go first?
I'm not often one for fortune telling, but oh, I'm already died once. Why not? I'm gonna walk over and
Spin that wheel.
see it load. Oh, I got the Hierophant, number 5.
Mambo number 5. Oh, this is where I realise my are not in order. That's not helpful. Anyway. The Hierophant.
That looks eerie.
Number 5.
Told you I wasn't much of one for fortune telling.
Learning. Learning is next to godliness. I think that's the saying. The Hierophant is telling you that. There's someone in your future that can lead you down the right path. But you must seek them out. And I don't quite know how to say this, but you must be practically bloodthirsty in your quest for knowledge. Otherwise, well, the Hierophant shall not take kindly. I'm sorry, this one is... It's not the most positive. But it does offer a chance at greatness. And after all, knowledge can benefit anyone. And you kind of get the idea that she's trying to play it off as like, oh, it's fine. Yeah, you can do this. But the words themselves imply a difficult task.
You know, when I asked you if you could defend yourself, I didn't know you'd be on the offensive side.
Yeah. Fortune telling, what a hoax anyway, right?
I guess.
He's
I'll
gonna-
step up. I'll draw a card. I'll step up and draw a card. I got 8, the strength.
Nice. Oh, that card is interesting.
Oh my.
Strength is one of my favorites. A girl like me ain't got a lot of muscle, but I do have a lot of heart, and that's what this card's really about. Don't bury yourself with the weight of your past. You must find your inner strength, and then you can face whatever challenges await. It's about strength being internal.
Kind of like take a step back, and he's like, yeah. He's like, he'll kind of like, yep, and he'll kind of like stumble back into the chair and just kind of like, right, yeah. Yep, that's what it says. That's what it says. Like, I can't argue with that.
Yeah, see what I mean? It's all just a bunch of cards, say a couple of things.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Listen, when we make it to Droskenvold, I'll be sure to catch up with you. check in on how you're doing. How does that sound? Make sure everything's going peachy keen for you.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be that'd be lovely. Thank you, miss. Thank you, sir.
That'd be our pleasure. Such adventurous folks such as yourselves always do tell the best stories anyway.
Sorry, I something about that. I hit a little too close to home, and I don't exactly know why.
Ah, such is the fickle of fate. It tells us the truth, not what we want to hear.
Well, that's the thing. I don't. It's a truth that shakes me to my core, but I don't understand why it's a truth when I don't even understand it. I don't even remember anything about my. And I'll just have like glimpses, like the scarecrow, the field. I can't even remember how I
Ah,
died.
yes, the barrier between life and new life is a fuzzy one. I do promise though there is a purpose for that. We originally designed it with full memories intact. However, this just led to Druskenvold becoming a hive bed of villainy and deception, and people found the worst of themselves here. They felt like they carried the sins of the past. However, they were free from consequence. So, after a few centuries, we made some changes, and unfortunately, the memory thing is a side effect of that. And I do apologize. However, I hope you do understand that remembering your past life is as much a burden as it is a blessing. Um, you may desire for it so, but it is a fool's desire, really. The burden of who you once were is just a shackle here.
Well, thank you for that explanation.
I've seen too many souls get lost in a desire to dig up the past and remember, and they must know, and it never leads down a good path. It always leads to misery, and I would hate to see that for you.
Well, before we continue on, mind if I also have a drink? Feel like I need one.
Absolutely.
I'll take another one of those, whatever you made.
Sure thing. Philip starts making you another one. You haven't caught her name yet, have you? Adela is
Is it
uh
Adela?
Adela.
I
Uh,
It's like
she
Adele, but with an A at the end of it.
she looks at you, Hagen, and says, mind if I ask, this condition of yours, does it feel like you can feel your blood, like you can um like your blood runs
Yeah,
hot?
I know what you mean, and yes, I suppose it does.
I regret to say I'm not exactly able to cure such a condition, but um, I may be able to make a drink that at least alleviates some of the the, uh, the feeling for a while, if that's what you so desire.
Uh, yes, thank you. But if you'd be so kind, yes.
She makes what appears on the surface to be a mojito, um, but none of the bottles are exactly labeled, so you can't exactly tell.
Looks like some absinthe, a little bit of gin. Just kidding. How do I know these words?
She hands it to you. Yeah. How do I know these words?
I'll take it. I'll take a deep breath and just down it.
It is the mintiest drink you've ever tasted. Almost like the mint was there to cover up a foul taste that may have been there, if it wasn't for the mint. And nothing happens immediately upon consuming it. However, after about 20 seconds, where the drink first touched you, so your mouth and your throat, you feel this calming, numbing feeling, and this feeling that you've had for as long as you can remember of burning blood and feeling off, feeling rotten, or feeling like your own body is out to harm you, seems to dissipate, and for the first time in a long time you feel normal. And the main feeling that comes with that is a realization of how much you had been suppressing the bad feeling, how living with it had led you to almost not noticing it was there. But now that you're finally free from it, for maybe temporarily, it's made you realize how much pain you've been living with on a constant basis.
I just start to like tear up, and just tears just start pouring. Just thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so very much.
Anything for the
I
locals?
apologize. I need a moment, and I'll walk off. Try to walk off.
Sure.
She didn't poison you, did she?
No,
No.
that
No,
smells like
no,
that smells like peppermint schnapps.
Oh. I mean, that's basically poison at this point. But as long as you're doing all right.
Yes, better than I think I've ever felt before.
Now that you're closer to the Haint, you can hear them over the cart noises, sort of singing to themselves, but they can't seem to get a full song together, and it's not a song you recognize. They are singing "Impossible to think it all without the thought of me and you." No, that's not it. Impossible to think it all without the thought.
Having trouble, Miss.
Uh,
Trying just to trying to collect my best to collect myself from.
I I'm sorry if I disturbed you. Um, um I
No,
used to be a great singer. I'm not sure what's happening. Sorry.
no, you're totally fine. I just needed a moment. Are you having trouble writing a song?
Yeah, it's the perfect song, but it's also refusing to exist. If you understand what I mean. I know it's there. I just need to grasp it. I can't quite pluck it out of the memories or the air. It just eludes me every time I try and I think I've got it, and then I sing it and it's wrong. It's just always not quite right.
I'll walk over to her. Uh, what's it about? If I might ask, of me so bold.
It's a love song, or possibly a duet, or possibly both.
Why do you think you're struggling so much with it?
My memory of my life is fuzzy since being here, and I I just want to sing. I just want to entertain. This cart is wonderful. The lounge is perfect. I would have I would have given anything to perform in such a wonderful environment. And to think the Draskenwalds are here. An audience one could dream of. But the song's just not coming to me.
Maybe you're thinking too much of it. Try to think of whatever moment you have in mind, and just feel it, and perhaps then it'll come to you that way. Live in the moment, and not worry about should it be one way or another way. Just let be.
1 second. She says, you mean a song about a train and passing through and loss? Why do I feel so much loss?
Can be. That's if that's what you want it to be. I remember hearing once that music is something that speaks to the soul, and since I'd say everyone here is more or less the soul, then it's just the whole you. That might be the joy, the sorrow, anger.
Is that what we are? We are the weight of our feelings.
I I guess we are.
Only the weight of the love you bear. All aboard and don't look back. The stars will guide the broken track all the way home. Ride, ride the last train home, over river and under stone, through mist and dream, through ash and flame. The train after life, it has a name. I did it! I finished the song! I, thank you so much! I I can't believe I actually finished a song. I've I've been struggling so much, thinking about what was and what I used to want. And you're right. I just, what's the point of trying to remember the stuff that will never come to us? We can live in the here and the now and the. Thank you so much. And she slowly fades into a less green shade. And a more ethereal form.
I want what he's having.
Unfortunately,
Hagen, you look like
unfortunately,
I'll
sir, I
just,
don't
I'll
think
just
that
like
would work for you.
I'll kind of like walk up and be like, I don't know what that drink did to you, Hagen, but my God, you become a fountain of wisdom. Smart, wise. Good God, you're the best of all of us.
Thank you. I
With
don't know if I deserve that much praise, really, but thank you regardless.
I say it's be a high thing of praise. You just single-handedly helped ease that person's problem just by talking to them.
Some days, that's, I think, all a person needs.
Except for that damn
Well,
sailor.
Yeah,
oh
we're
yeah, the
doing about him.
sailor.
You need a
Talking to
picture
him
or
really
something.
didn't do a whole lot. So
No.
We will take a break because it's been a while. Take a loo and drink and refresh break, and then 5 minutes and we'll come back. All right.
All right.
Thanks everyone.
Yeah.
Be right back. We're back. Ish. Oh, now you decide to bark. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, you want to be on stream, do you, bud? Really? Tell me more.
I'll go.
See. For all of you who haven't cast Speak with Animals, they're saying, "Welcome back! Thank you!"
That's just Fenrir speaking. Just saying.
Yeah.
yeah, where's Fenrir's drink?
Dog,
Come
you
on.
got problems! I'm just kidding. Good thing I found you when I did.
Actually, it's funny you say that. Fenrir is barking at one of the walls. He's
oh.
seemingly barking at one of the paintings. This painting is a rocky coastline with rolling sea stretching to the horizon. It's vividly lifelike, to the point where the waves seem to roll when you're moving around.
What's the matter, boy?
Oh, good doggy. I'll try again to see if I can pet him, just to give him like some sort of thank you.
Yeah, give him another animal handling. I'll make you do an animal handling. Considering not, but it's funnier if I do.
Ooh, that's a 23.
Wow, yeah. Proud of his ability to find something and happy that people recognize that he wasn't just barking to annoy people. He quite gleefully lets you pet him.
Does it, since he's technically like made of fire, kind of, does it hurt?
It's spirit fire though, so it kind of is as hot as it chooses to be.
Okay.
Like it's not actual fire. Like I was having this conversation the other day actually. In D&D, magical fire is very, very different to real fire. It's defined very differently. Magical fire almost always can't actually set things alight and doesn't actually have like a heat to it. It's weird. It like burns things, but it doesn't produce smoke. It doesn't use up fuel. Like there's certain idiosyncrasies, is that a word? To magical fire in D&D that makes it very different from real fire.
That's good to know. I just had I'm doing a Feywild one here where one of my curses is I can't light non-magical fires. It's like, I don't know what that means, but okay. But you just kind of explained it for me, so
I think the best description I read was like it does like you can cast wall of fire and there is no smoke coming off that.
Right.
Like it looks like fire, it burns people, but there's no smoke. And because wall of fire only burns things inside it, if you put a piece of paper right next to it, it's not going to catch a light because it's magical fire. It's not real fire. It's very different.
This ain't those instances. This ain't those instances. If it talks like a duck, it walks like a duck, it's a platypus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think at some point they realized like they had to make a difference, and so yeah, they codified it.
Speaking of the letter room, Totek, was it?
Yeah, Totek.
You seem probably a little taller than I. Could you grab that? That looks mighty lifelike.
Grab it?
Yeah, remember? We need a painting, right?
Is this it?
The sailor, I mean, I was thinking of painting when he first said it because there's nothing on this train that looks like a boat unless you consider what's her name because she's really not a boat. But he said he just needs a glimpse.
I'll turn around and look at Philip and Adela. You mind if I take down this painting real quick? We have a wayward soul that might need a good refresher. to get his business back in order?
Oh well, it's not our painting. We we merely use the train. This isn't our train. I know it takes
Well, I
us
just figured you're
to our realm, but
you're Mr. Draskenvold, so I wanted to make sure I wasn't messing with any of your rules.
I appreciate you asking, but I'm sure the train will decide whether you're allowed to take the painting or not.
Oh, the train decide. Oh,
Uh,
okay. I'll walk up to the painting. I'll like kind of unhunch. I'll reach up with both hands and I'll lift the painting off.
Yeah, it's very very easily removed from the wall.
Oh,
Yeah. And the wall
does
behind
it?
it seems to shape itself into a way where, like a lamp appears there, so it couldn't have even had a painting on it. Like it
The
shapes
hell?
itself into a way where it's not just an empty missing space where a painting used to be. It looks like it's a used space.
Oh, that's strange.
That is very interesting.
I mean,
Okay.
not the strangest thing we've seen so far, but certainly won't be the last strange thing.
Do you guys want to stay here and I'll just go take this painting that way? Back to the
Well, I
sailor?
actually was gonna have a question about that. Did y'all try to backtrack at all? Because I'm pretty sure that I did not pass through this car when I before I met y'all, and this is definitely where I came from.
I did once. That was to take one of the jailbirds. The guy we were just talking about in the last car. I took him back to the dining car to eat, and I guess that saved him. But we went
do
back
need to
one
find
car.
him again, don't we? If he really is
Maybe.
that.
I don't know. I thought his business was resolved. Why would he?
Well, his business, but maybe not hers, I suppose.
I mean, I suppose we could try.
Eh,
Are we
Well,
gonna?
with a shot.
Are
I
we
mean, what?
finished here?
Maybe she dies again. I guess I don't.
Well, it feels mean trying to like be like, hey, I know we just finished your business, another thing like that, but there's a lady looking for you. If you
I
wouldn't
mean,
mind
what if
coming
we
with me, sir.
just bring her
Remove
in?
one remove one ball and chain to give him another. I'm joking.
Wow, Hagen. Wow.
I'm sorry. Opportunity was right there. I had to take it.
Well, I think that's getting quoted, sir.
I deserve it.
I was an adventurer like you once too.
Till I took a ball to the ankle. All right, should we
Anywho,
reunite the two lovebirds?
Take a painting back. Hey, we've accomplished a whole
Oh, I
lot.
guess we
met.
could also.
Yeah, go stream nerds. Dying on me
Woo!
constantly.
Yeah.
Other streaming services are available, and they're all better. Anyway, where are we going? I've got all the fucking carts on top of each other here. Which one are we going to?
I think the bed car was the one that we came from, and then before that was the envelopes or the letters.
Well, here's the thing, right?
last one
So,
was fed, then mail.
yeah.
Which one do you want to go to?
I mean, we got the painting.
Well, if
Figured
we
the
get
painting's
her,
probably easiest.
well, yeah, I guess we'll do the painting first.
Literally, we just shove the painting in his face and then go, remember! That'll work, right?
So this one.
Maybe
Early.
It's just because we told him first that we would help him.
yeah, not because of misremembering reasons.
Right.
Left. Um.
Uh,
Okay. He's still on here, rummaging through stuff.
Hey, sailor, what was he? Yes. Uh, we think we got something for you. Said you wanted to see the ocean again, huh?
Aye, the beautiful sea.
Well,
Oh, I guess.
funny that you say that. And I'll have the painting facing towards me, and I'll flip it around, and I'll go, ta-da!
His eyes widen. His smoke pipe drops out of his mouth as his jaw opens, and
I'll just kind of go like with my fingers, so you're like, remember.
oh, such breathtaking uh, beauty. Oh, oh, there she is. And like a single tear rolls down his face. And he says,
He's remembering too hard.
he says, you know, I didn't die at sea. I died in land, and I think that's why I couldn't remember. But my whole life played such a part with the ocean. We were practically inseparable, and thank you so much for bringing it to me. I don't know where my accent's going. I guess it's Scottish now.
He's remembering who he is.
Oh, aye, lad, I'm Scottish now. Blimey.
I came from a family of sailors.
I thought I was a farmer, but I'm Scottish. Christ alive. Fuck's sake. That's really stupid.
It's not him, it's the seagull on his hat. He's the seagull.
Yeah.
Eagle's Scottish.
His face blurs out and the seagull starts talking. No.
He's the one in the locket.
I recognize that strapping jaw.
I remember that blurred face. Yeah, no, he seems very content, and he slowly fades out, sort of singing a sea shanty to himself in Scottish.
Yeah, I did
of
have.
course.
So, sorry,
Go on.
I did have a question real quick. You mentioned that you died on land, but you were inseparable from the sea. What did you do for work, by chance?
Well, when I got old enough, I owned a lighthouse, and that was a good enough job for me. Not as dangerous as sailing, but still let me be with my beloved wife and my beloved sea. And then one day, I'm not exactly sure, but I was up a market or on some farm getting fresh something, and next thing I know, there's people running and screaming and shouting. We're under attack, we're under attack. And all I could think about was getting back to my lighthouse and protecting my loved one. But I guess I didn't make it. I just hope that they did.
I'll like gently set the painting next to him and be like, keep that.
I really appreciate what you've done here.
Oh, don't thank me, thank the dog. He found it.
He did.
I-
I'll just.
Aye, this wee thing.
Hmm?
You're a good boy.
Yes. I think he knows it. Give him a gentle pat on the head. The dog. To give the dog a pat on the head.
seagull.
Yeah, he's a good boy too.
Well,
Everybody gets pats.
I appreciate what you've done, but I'm not sure I know you like that.
It's your consolidation pet.
All right, and with that, the mariner has been resolved.
All right. Well, just wanted to make sure he wasn't a circus harbor, whatever that career's called. So cool. That
Well,
touched a
really?
little close. Anyway,
I really hope it's not the jailbird. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I really hope it's not. So we're gonna go grab him?
Oh God.
Seems
Sorry
like
about
the
Guess
best
we can
idea.
flying maps.
try.
All right,
Is
to the
he in-
dining cart.
Yeah, he's in the dining cart.
Yeah. I don't know where that one is.
This one.
Ah, here it is.
I like the sound effect. Yeah, that's quite appropriate for the kind of teleportation we do here. Yeah.
Fair warning. If you are hungry, I think there is a cart here where you can pretty much eat whatever you desire. There's a little kid here that we helped resolve some issues who just was eating nonstop.
Well, I don't feel super hungry. I don't think.
Yeah, me too, right? I don't know. It's weird.
Maybe.
Hagen feels very hungry.
No. I say it's like I steal like a little bit of bread from one of the tables.
What are you doing?
Nothing. I
Right.
slowly put it back.
It's no. I meant take what you need.
I slowly pick it up again.
No one's
I ain't
stopping
judging
you, Hagen. Yeah, no one's stopping you. Eat.
I mean,
Just
if
don't
you say
eat ice
so,
cream.
I'll sit down in the booth.
This might take a moment, anyways.
He slowly turns green. Corporeal.
Mr. Totek, I don't feel so good.
Stop eating, Sonny. Stop eating. I lied. All right. Well, I guess I'll walk up because I'm the one who left him here.
Yeah, who
Yeah.
are we talking to?
This gentleman, and I'll look over and point at him, and I'll go, "Hey, JB, is it?"
No one's called me that, but I guess that could be short for jailbird, yeah.
I hate to bother you, considering that we just got you all set up with your full course meal.
Oh, you're welcome anytime.
But oh, thank you. I'm glad it's not in imposition, disposition. I don't know the word.
I don't
Anyways.
even know many words myself.
I'm finding new ones as I move along. But that being said, we might have we might have something and we might need your hand with.
I just found out this was called an hors d'oeuvre.
A what?
An hors d'oeuvre.
What's that?
Apparently, that's the name of this thing. He holds up.
That looks like a clump of chicken.
Well, tastes like chicken, so probably not
Looks
wrong.
more like a nugget.
In the shape of a dinosaur.
Deep fried.
Now that you mention it,
It looks like a nugget of chicken. I don't like hors d'oeuvre. I like a nugget of chicken better.
oh, I like, this kid's been teaching me all these fancy words for things.
Yeah, that kid's very familiar with all this food. No offense.
I can't remember what he sounded like, but none taken.
But we found another passenger on this train who seems to be looking for someone named JB. And we thought it was coincidental that your initials, considering how you can't remember them, coincides with that. Jailbird JB. We kind of we put one and one together and out came three. So wanted to know if you want to take a walk with us real quick and maybe maybe see if this is a little something. If not, you come back here, eat your food, and nothing, no harm.
I'll be straight with you, bub. I really appreciate you bringing me to the food and getting me across carriages and all that, but you're sounding an awful lot like a pig right now. You know, pig, popo, police officer.
Oh, guard. No. No, you haven't done anything wrong. Just there's someone on this train that they're looking for, a partner, a loved one. And
A loved one?
we think maybe potentially you might be them. So if a reunion, not a reuniting, a reunion.
Maybe it'd have been easier just to ask him if he had a partner in his previous life rather than accuse him.
Yeah, you know what, Felix, you ask him.
him.
Hold on, my friend here has more information for you. Here, hold on.
Oh,
he's better with words.
I guess sometimes. You wouldn't, before all this, you didn't happen to have somebody that you cared about deeply, would you? Maybe a wife, fiance.
No one that special, no.
Are you sure this is the jailbird we're supposed to be talking to?
This wasn't my idea. I thought it was genius.
What's this about anyway? You just come here to rub in that I was never lucky enough to find someone special.
No? Were you?
No, I just told you.
I was just making sure. I thought maybe you weren't being sarcastic. I don't know.
The old romance never came to me while I was alive, or dead for that matter.
Well,
I think that answers that.
Yeah, I guess we got the wrong guy. All right, well,
I've heard that one
move
before.
on then.
Well, there's one thing. I say with a mouthful of food, well, there is one thing look you could try.
Huh.
Maybe bring her here, see if she recognizes him. But one doesn't have the memory.
What is this, blind date?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over to Hagen really quick. I'm just gonna
Nearly said Tinder, but that wouldn't be timeline appropriate.
Put my hand up and kind of whisper to him, I don't think he's our guy. He doesn't seem like the husbandly kind that a widower would want. Be moping about.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll finish up my play and. All right.
You can take the plate. I think it's fine if you take the plate. They probably have more.
See if they got a to-go box.
I'll slowly grab the plate.
Fill it up.
I will fill
chicken
up my
tender off
plate.
the table and walk off.
Yeah, nothing's stopping you filling up a plate. That's fine.
Well, Jailbird, I appreciate it. Appreciate your time. We'll if we need you, we know where you are. So thank you.
You guys are a bit weird, aren't you?
Maybe.
Where's where's the skinny one?
Somewhere.
I don't know.
I think she's still lugging around in the luggages. I didn't mean for that to alliterate. Oops. She's just around.
Well,
Yeah.
next time you go and talk to
Sound-
someone about love and what they're missing, you could probably do with her. No offense, but she was always better at talking than you guys.
Is that how it sounds when I say it? I say something offensive and then say no offense, and then it still is offensive? I'm probably not going to say that anymore.
So-
Thank you.
Sometimes. A little bit.
All
No
right.
offense.
No offense, but yes, every single time you've ever done that.
I'm going to drop that from my vocabulary.
All right, where are we heading now, peeps?
Well, I think the only thing we have left to check is the circus, I think.
Yeah, I
If we can find it again.
you're right.
Well, you know what it looks like, so
That doesn't mean I can take you there. I mean, the doors are all 1, 2, skip a few, back in the same car. You know.
actually, I don't know if I've tried that yet.
Tried what?
I'm
Skipping.
well, I'm gonna like picture one of the carts in my head and go, all right, I'm still in the dining cart. I'm gonna walk out the dining cart and then see if I show up on the other end of the dining cart.
You do.
What the hell?
That is pretty much.
I'm
how
over
it
here
works.
now.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So,
I'm surprised
I'll
you
walk
figured
back
that
the
out.
other
But yeah,
side.
that is pretty much how this works.
I'll walk back that side and then come back over near Felix and I'll be like, I guess that's how that works. I don't know.
right. Okay. Hold on. I saw it.
Kinda
Saw it.
convenient.
Okay, I can. That's what you did, right? You saw it and you walked in and it was there.
Yeah,
And actually, it was
I
over
think.
there. Okay. All right.
I think so.
So
Try that. Try that.
All right. I'm gonna stand at the door and I'm gonna kind of like close my. If you could consider closing my eyes as closing my eyes and like with the lack of eyelids.
I'll
I'm
put
gonna
my
start
hand
like
in front of him as,
imagining the noise and the crowded car, and I'm gonna deep breath and I'm gonna take a step through the door.
Okay, and with that, find yourself in not the place you were imagining.
One job. I'm kidding.
Instead,
Yeah, no, this is very accurate. Yeah, no, this is exactly what I was.
instead of the
Felix, what are
hustle
you-
and bustle and livelihood of the circus car you remember, with performers and open spaces and incredible like acts being practiced and performed all over the place. Instead, you find yourself in a musty old, what looks like it once was the back room of a circus. The scent of decayed hay, musty water, old blood fills the air. Rusting cages line the walls. Wooden crates painted in garish red and white stripes. The decor inside is a macabre spectacle of twisted whimsy, with faded, tattered banners advertising various carnivals. Each one depicts unsettling clowns and terrifying animals. The sort of horrific, twisted nature of this leaves you very uneasy compared to what you were thinking you were stepping into.
You know, it kind of checks out though. I was a little terrified when I went into that circus. I did not know what was going on. It was like the first place I walked in. This clowns aren't my thing either, so I think this kind of checks out. Yeah,
This
this is
definitely
probably what I was
has
feeling
got
deep
that.
down.
This has that uncomfortable vibe to it. I don't blame you.
Maybe this was the car I was in.
Hanging upside
Hmm.
down from
Doesn't
a
seem
trapeze
that
bar
lively
fastened
though.
to the ceiling is a um another threadborn, so not too dissimilar to um Ven, but they are dressed as a harlequin, bells and dangling from their hat, and um the only thing that seems off is their waist has about a 3-inch gap between the groin and the stomach, of which there seems to be nothing connecting the two.
I'll walk forward and I'll go, Ven, where you been? We were looking all over for you. Did you do something different?
All
What?
right. I wasn't expecting that.
Be like, something's different about you. I don't. When'd you go green?
Who
Uh,
is this then?
no, Deckard. I don't think that's Ben.
I am the Harley Quinn.
That's
Uh,
Ven.
I'm sorry,
That's
could
Ven.
Is
you
this
repeat,
is
could
this
you
the
repeat
danger
that?
you were talking about?
she
Yeah, she's
she
playing with us.
she falls off the railing above and lands in the most painful looking manner, neck
Oh,
twisted, arms wrapped around, legs bent at all sorts of angles, before snapping back into normal places and standing up. Ha 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 ha! Just a tumble.
That's not normal. You sure that's not the problem you were dealing with before?
hard to say. Ven was a lot more acrobatic. What happened, Ven?
Who is
I really,
Ven?
I'm pretty sure this is not Ben though. Right? I mean, is it?
That's
I
your
don't
friend. You
know.
gotta. Uh,
I I can be this Ven. And
I'll,
she
I'll,
covers her face with her hands, and then does like a peekaboo, and it's almost a perfect reconstruction of Ven's face before peekabooing back into the clown makeup.
see, now that's a good trick. That's a really good trick. I can't say it's not Ven. Like, why would it not be Ven? Like, you're telling me, and I'll walk up closer. I'll be like, you're telling me that this isn't Ven.
uh,
I
She she tilts
I'll
her
be like,
head to like a near 90
cause this,
degree angle, looking at you.
cause what is it that she says? Secrets don't make friends, but come
But
on, you're supposed to say it.
secrets hide.
What?
Secrets tell us the real truth. Secrets are meant to be kept.
I'm starting to think this isn't Ven.
you think?
And she jumps back up on the bar. Silly scarecrow thinks I'm other.
I mean, I don't know if that's particularly offensive of me, but I was holding out hope. Yeah.
so, spirit. What do you need? And why are you blocking our path?
What do I need? I need to kill. I need to kill everyone. No, no, no! Not again, not again, not again, not again, not again, not again. I killed them all. And, uh, I should have. I needed to. I had to. I meant to.
Just our little icon slowly moving away.
I
Um,
I should not harm. I know I should not harm. But mistakes
Consensus.
happen.
What kind of mistakes, ma'am?
Uh, a wrong knot, a loosened rope, a worn out ring, an opened tiger cage. Mistakes. Mistakes.
Sounds like an awful lot of mistakes to make in a row.
Clumsy, Harlequin. Clumsy. Forgets to look at things that Harlequin should look at.
If this thing is anything like Ven, I whisper to Felix, this thing is very, very agile.
Noted.
I'll just, I'll, I'll make my way towards Toad and just whisper, should we leave?
I don't know.
Because you're whispering, and she can't hear you. She like wipes her hand across her face, and suddenly the clown makeup is showing that she's like super sad and crying.
I don't know now.
I'll see what I'm scared.
I'll step forward. Harlequin, was it?
That's what they call me.
I'm sorry for your misfortune.
I
I want you to know that we're not here to hurt you unless you hurt us first. Then we will
I
protect
won't
ourselves.
hurt you. I never hurt anyone. The tiger hurt people. The rope hurt people. The loose metal hurt people. Hurt me. But I never hurt anyone.
You haven't hurt anyone?
They say I hurt people. They say I did it on purpose. But I didn't. I didn't. The cages. The cages, they never shut. And she drops down into one of the rusted cages next to you. And she starts like banging the door. Like dong 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 dong. The cage never shuts. The cage never shuts. The tiger gets loose.
Did you do that?
The music.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Via. Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
I was just making sure my computer didn't do that. I was like, did you do that, DM?
Spooky music plays in the
I
background.
wasn't sure if you were asking Harlequin if she turned on the music.
Yes.
A bit of atmosphere.
Ah.
Reminds me of the before times.
So you hurt yourself at the circus?
No, Harlequin never hurt self. The rope hurt them. The rope hurt them all. The rope. It was too tight. The knot, it was too loose. The rope slices. The rope whips. The rope detaches. The gloves. Not Harley Quinn, not Harley Quinn.
This is the plot of Ghost Ship.
Yeah. Also, that's a fucking obscure reference.
Like I had to ask. I could not help myself. It sounds way too similar to the opening of that movie.
That's what I had in mind. Yeah.
Well, taking a page out of Hagen's book, what if we find the rope and you make good with it? He kind of like smiles awkwardly. He's like, yeah.
The rope is gone. The rope is gone. But cages can be sealed. Tigers can be put away.
I'm gonna scan the room. Does there appear to be a tiger or like
Yeah,
any
no, it's a good
tiger
idea to look around. I'm
memorabilia?
glad one of you eventually did that.
Yeah. Well, I was creeped
Well,
out by the
I was gonna say the murder doll seems to be the priority at the moment.
Okay,
you know?
okay, I understand.
Yeah. A little hard not to notice.
Every cage except the one she was banging, is like secured with a sort of specially reinforced padlock. So she's sort of banging one to symbolize that it's missing a padlock. There is a collection of creepy marionettes in the corner of one of the car, one of the far corners. You can't see them that well from where you are. There's sort of boxes and cages and a creepy doll in the way, but you can just about make up.
Yeah. This over here,
Yeah, yeah.
give or take.
Well,
I'm going to. I don't want to walk.
Oh, I'm going to leave the channel.
where's she at
apparently.
right now,
Oops.
currently?
Sorry, I left accidentally. What did you say?
You're all good.
Where was she
Where
at
is
currently
she?
right now?
Yeah.
Where is she at?
Yeah.
She's she dropped down to bang this cage door.
Okay.
Okay.
So she's like right there. On the
Felix, if you want to go take a look, I'll keep the eye contact. Just don't turn your back towards her.
Yeah, can do. Yeah.
No,
I'm
mustn't
gonna
turn
try
back.
and
Mustn't turn back. Then Tiger gets you.
I'm gonna look around the room, make sure there's no tiger like on the ceiling or something somehow, and then I'm gonna
No,
like
there's
slowly.
there's no tiger on the ceiling. Surprise!
Them
Drop
ghost
tiger.
tigers.
No!
Damn!
He's
It's
unfinished
always
business.
those sneaky ceiling tigers that get you. Gosh darn it! Not again.
This happened last time. Why do you think I'm here? Oh, okay. I'm gonna.
You said eye contact, and I just want. Is Harlequin a weeping angel or something?
No, just don't keep your eyes off of her. I'm gonna try and like blink my way past her a little bit. I say slink as if I'm not like a larger person.
She
I'm gonna try and like.
she like ballerina pirouettes unnaturally slowly to keep facing you, but she doesn't reach out.
Okay, and then I'm gonna try and like keeping my general posture facing her. I'm gonna try and like rummage through the stuff over here to see if I can find like a lock or something that I could use to like I don't know like lock a cage or something.
You find keys. You find mostly posters and adverts and unused circus gear. You do find a dumbbell with JB carved into it.
Hmm.
Any tigers?
No tigers, but Harlequin. Do you know anybody by chance that goes by JB?
Jacoby, the strong man. He was here. He was here. He's not here. Harlequin didn't hurt him. He left. He chose to leave. Why do they always choose to leave?
Like he chose to leave the train, or just the train car?
I know not of his whereabouts. But he said he left a letter.
So, all right, good to know.
He
I'm
used
gonna.
he used the pink uh, uh material from the banner. I said use blood, but he did not.
I'll lean my head back and go, oh. Blasted mail cart.
That's where you remember JB from. You now remember that it was written at the bottom of the pink letter that you read.
It was the
Yeah.
pink letter, wasn't it?
But you read so many letters all at once and then fucked up a history check, so that's what you remember.
Yeah.
With some help.
That's where I got it all jumbled. It was the letter. It was the letter. I forgot it was the letter. We wasted that time with Jailbird.
Oh.
I would call it
Yeah,
wasted.
no,
It's
I
not
feel like
possible they share the same initials. Don't.
I mean, it was genius. It was genius to move to combine the two together. I didn't even put that thought in there, but I had it in my hand. It was in my hand.
And we're back with the most unreliable streaming
Right.
platform ever. Woo.
We've not had any issues at all today.
No.
These have
we
all
just
been
started.
intentional. These are intentional.
If you're watching this on YouTube, everything went smoothly, and you will know none the wiser. Also, I'll probably cut this bit out, so
Editor, cut that
you
out.
probably aren't hearing this message either. Anyway,
except for you loyal listeners.
I don't know why I'm saying an announcement that almost certainly is going to get cut. If you're psychic and
For all
somehow
you
can...
watching the VOD.
Oh yeah,
Thank you
the Twitch
for
VOD
putting up with
would
this.
show up for this. Yeah.
Oh man.
Edited, uncut, raw audio.
Coming at you live. All right. Anyway, where were we?
well,
You were slapping
wanted
yourself for
to-
remembering the letter, and
I was very much slapping myself for not remembering that I had the damn letter in my hand.
I'm gonna try and rummage through this side worth of stuff to see if maybe there's a lock over here.
Okay. Harlequin's gonna get very angry.
Hey.
No, put friends down. Put friends down. Put them down now,
Please.
or Tiger come.
Why can't we be friends and not be on the ground? I'm gonna try to persuade them to chill out.
You can roll whatever you want persuasion wise. Intimidation or
I'm gonna try to persuade him because it's like no, friends pick each other up when they're being bad.
I'm just trying to help out.
Let's go!
No.
Nat 20.
Natural 20 plus 2, 22.
Okay.
No guidance needed.
Sorry. Harlequin just made these to remember friends by, and Harlequin doesn't want friends to go anywhere.
Friends aren't gonna
What?
go anywhere.
I didn't want to take them. Just
You can
wanted to-
touch. You can even play with friends. Friends like play.
Why,
Oh,
thank you. Sharing
perfect.
is caring.
Yeah. I'm gonna like
Yes,
the,
yes.
the 2-finger grab.
And shaving
by,
is
like, their arm.
craving.
You're a interesting little thing, aren't you? And I'm just like holding it like in my like the outreached like as far as I can from my body, but like holding it by this torso under like the under the shoulders, under the armpits thing, like just holding it there, like, yeah, you're very interesting, aren't you?
Just don't get close. Harlequin accidentally hurts those that get close.
Wait, hey, we're friends. Friends don't hurt each other. Remember?
Harlequin's
Friends-
friends say Harlequin hurts them. They're wrong.
Well, not these
They're
ones.
wrong. Harlequin doesn't hurt them. The tiger hurts them.
Well, let's not talk about the tiger then, huh?
The tiger doesn't care if you talk about it or not. The tiger just eats and munches and kills.
And their face wipes to like tiger makeup.
I'm just
Oh.
gonna I'm just gonna prepare my druid focus because just in case something.
I'm going to quickly rummage through this, see if there's a locket. If there's nothing, then we're going to try and skirt our way back over.
It's an interesting
Don't corner me,
makeup.
please.
Interesting paint that you have on there.
It's the tiger. It must be punished. It must be punished for what it did. It must be punished for killing them all. It must go in the
Oh,
cage,
cool.
but the cage won't shut. The cage won't shut.
What if we helped you shut the cage?
Yes, shut tiger in cage. Save friends.
Do you know where the lock is? So we can shut the cage.
Roll a history check. Sorry, man. You keep
Yeah,
forgetting
okay.
things that have happened earlier.
Okay, I'm going to going to like just poop myself. Guidance. Give
Sure.
that little bit of pooping. Oh shit. That's a
What is
9.
Nice.
Roll an animal handling check.
Yay. Okay. Why do I have +4 to animal handling? What the hell?
Wisdom.
Oh.
You're not gonna believe this.
No.
With
Oh no.
with guidance, I have a natural 20 plus
Oh.
4 plus guidance. So
Oh,
I don't remember shit, but I know how to handle this damn tiger. This dice is weird.
So, in your hand manifests a leading to the neck of Harlequin. And Harlequin becomes more animal-like as their tiger makeup is still on.
Just a lead appears in my hand.
Yep. And they seem more They don't seem aggressive. They seem tamed.
Hey now. We stay calm.
Uh,
Stay calm.
It's a
I'll
calm.
look over at
It's a calm tiger. It's not like a tiger.
Yeah.
Like most circus tigers would spend most of their time being chill as fuck. It's that. It's chill as fuck tiger.
Yeah, but this is in my hand.
Cage.
Cage. Okay, let's go to the cage. I'm gonna put it in the cage.
Don't repeat Siegfried and Roy.
Who's that?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I can guess from
Okay,
context.
cool. I'm gonna like set them down and then like use the lead to be like, come on, go on, get in there.
Yeah, it gets in the cage.
Okay, and then I'll close it.
Yeah, and then there's no lock.
I scrambled. I scrambled to find a lock somewhere in this room.
I'm gonna hold it right here. You stay good. We're friends, remember?
It starts doing like the cat thing of like licking its paws, like cleaning itself.
Yeah, be a good cat, good kitty.
So the
Find
cage
the goddamn lock.
is just missing a lock, right?
It's missing a lock, yeah. Hargan,
Okay.
can you give a history check? Because you all have seen this thing before, but you've forgotten. But not Felix, obviously.
I'm not gonna lie, you guys. Natural one.
Oh.
Oh no!
Okay, hold on. You said I found a pair of keys, right?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna take those keys and try it on each of the locks of these cages, and I'm gonna take one of those. I'm gonna, if I can, I want to try and use one of those.
Yeah. You unlock them. That's fine. You grab the lock. As soon as you turn with it in your hand or move anywhere, it appears back around the cage it was originally around.
Okay.
I'd be cool with like a half-inch rod or something. Just
I've got
I don't know what the conversion rate in millimeters is.
Totek, the keys jangling reminds you of the jailbird's lock around his ankle.
I bolt in there with the thinking of like the luggage. I bolt out thinking of the luggage cart. I'll be right back. Don't die.
Yeah.
Hey!
The luggage cart is the dismembered. That's not the right term. Discarded. Like a ball and chain with a very obvious padlock on it.
I just grab it and bolt back.
All right. Yeah, that's fine. You do so.
You come back and I'm looking at
what
Felix.
do
I'm
you mean,
like,
but don't
Felix, I'm
die?
like, grab the pin out of the door. Grab the pin out of the door.
God, I'm going.
I got it. Here. I try to hand it off.
I
in
can't
my
get the
hand.
pin in the door. What do I do?
Keep trying. Oh, it's a lock. Where did this come from?
A jailbird, remember? Ball and chain to.
Okay. I'll like with the other hand, I'll just grab the lock and I'll just like click it into place and be like, did it work? Please tell me it worked.
You hear.
It panics. It should. The tiger was loose.
What?
But now the tiger is safely away and Harlequin will hurt no more. I thank you. My friends are safe.
And Harlequin dissipates into a sort of happier and less tangible version of themselves.
I'll just slide against the floor, going like, I don't even have lungs and I feel out of breath.
Right.
How is There's a tiger in my hands.
I don't think I've run that fast before in my life.
Why did you all let me hold a tiger in my hands?
Well,
I
we
wasn't
didn't
gonna do it.
know it was going to be a tiger, or that it was going to.
You know what? That's fair.
Why did
That's
you do
fair.
that? What?
That's. I didn't know. I thought. I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't.
So when I asked if this is the danger you were dealing with, this wasn't the danger?
No. I mean, not.
Because that seemed pretty possessed and corrupt to me.
Yes and no. I guess. I mean, like. I want to say yes, but Ven is also kind of like that. So it's not. It's a
You have
weird
a friend-
baseline. It's a weird baseline. I can't describe it.
Harlequin was
You're
not
telling me you have a
corrupt.
friend that can turn into a tiger.
No. Yes. I don't know.
Very suspicious, no.
I don't know. I'll point at like one of the little like small gaps. I'd be like, I've seen her go through there like it was nothing, like a mouse, and then
didn't
pop
think
back out and then kill 2 people.
It was horrifying. I don't. It was horrifying.
Everything that we saw here, except for the tiger thing, was normal.
Man. Dang. I don't know if I want to be here anymore. maybe death would have been good.
You know what? But thank you both. Thank you both for helping getting that thing in the cage. I was terrified. I don't know why I was terrified, but I was terrified.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really have much limb to get dismembered by the tiger, but yeah.
You hear over the tannoy. This is Felix. Would be the first time you've heard anything over a tannoy, but the other 2 are quite used to it. Well, blimey, folks! It looks like you've sealed all the corrupted away, safe from their own misdoings and miscreants and miss whatevers. They are now free to pass through to the other side just fine, and no such corruption can twist them like they did in that to those 2 at the start. I do have one more favor to ask of you. If you wouldn't mind, I've made sure the next door opens up into the tender. The latch, engine room, as it were. I do need you to check and make sure the engine room doesn't have any of that corruption floating around in it. That would be mighty problematic.
Do we respond? Do we say something?
Who's that? What
Do
was
you
that?
know if he can hear you?
I don't know. It's a frog.
That's a frog.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I think he runs the train.
He runs this. I would call it a circus, but well, you know, for me, yeah, a circus. He runs this.
I mean, the amount of chaos and we've been dealing with, it feels like a circus, doesn't it? But as far as I could tell, yes, he runs it. I think he's not exactly said he wasn't exactly a fighter, just needed our help. But I guess you were right. I guess this little thing was corrupted. I didn't think they were corrupted. I
Yeah,
thought they were
kinda.
just wayward souls.
Kind of figured. Used to be
So-
sort of my line of work.
So, should we go check out the engine, like you said, or what now?
Yeah, we should. I'm gonna keep my
Okay.
eye contact on Harlequin and just like still not keep my back towards them. I'm gonna like be like, I'll follow you guys. Yeah.
Oh, hold on a second. Didn't we forget that one lady?
I was
With the
just
letter and
about to
everything.
say we still didn't find JB. Whoever that is still.
Oh, the letter. The letter.
Yeah, I mean, he
It
said the
said
next door leads to the engine room. What? When he says next door, does that mean that both of these doors are the next door, or does that mean that this door that we haven't entered yet?
You know what? I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna yell a little bit louder and be like, "Hey, Mr. Frogman! We kind of have something to do real quick. Do you mind if we go back to the mail cart and then the sleeping cart? Do something?"
No response.
Let's just take that as a yes for the time being.
Okay.
Surely nothing bad will happen when we're going if we do this.
Well, we know he was here at least. What was the name you said? And turn around, and look at the doll. Did you say Jacoby?
Jacob.
Jacoby, 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 JB, Jacoby.
Very
Jacoby.
unhelpfully.
Cut it first. Yep, that sounds about right. Okay. I guess we can head back to the. I want to find that letter again. I need to read that letter again because I want to make sure
I need
knew what it was.
closure.
I need closure.
Not the ghost, you.
What about the lady?
Me.
Oh, right, her too.
Where are you going and what are you imagining as you walk through it?
Mail cart.
Well, head back
Yeah.
towards
Let's
the other
go.
door.
Let's
Yeah,
go that
okay.
way, I guess then.
That's this one.
Bye, Harlequin. We'll tell Ven you said hi. Stop by.
I know not to Ven.
Cool.
Where was that letter you were talking about?
It's over here.
Yeah, it's like here.
I'll grab it. I'll pick it up singularly, and I'll go. Dear.
Oh, I'll send you the text on it if you want to read it.
Oh yeah. I'll read it.
All right.
God. I just saw the chat. Hagen. I just saw the angel. That's from Doctor Who, right?
Yeah.
God.
For context, Chad, I put in a gif of a weeping angel in reference to Harlequin.
Yeah. All right. Letter says, "My dearest love, if you are reading this, I am gone. But know I left this world with you in my heart. I faced the darkness gladly so you might see another dawn." Oh, he said that? Live, laugh, love. Again,
Oh,
if you wish. Don't let sorrow chain you. When you smile, know I smile with you from beyond the veil. Tacky. You were, and always will be, my greatest joy. Forever yours, Jacob.B. So his name is Jacob, and then last name B. Okay, so Jacob B.
yeah.
No, that's not right. Jacob B. Oh,
Jacob.
I get it. I get it. Wow. Well, should we go get this over to her?
Might as well at this point.
Please
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
Can't get over the live, laugh, love thing. It feels like someone would put up as a decoration piece.
All right, where are we? We are here with. Oh.
I'm gonna hand the letter to you, Felix. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna go lighten the mood.
I don't like the way you phrased
Just
that, but all
wants
right.
an excuse to play the jazz again.
That could mean so many different things.
That's what I'm worried about. All right, I'm gonna take the. Well, Felix is gonna take the letter in hand. He's gonna kind of hold it in like one hand and tap the other one with it. Stands outside the door and take a moment, breathe, figure out what he's gonna say. He's gonna knock on the door real quick. Well,
Come in.
he's gonna take a step in and hey, so we think we found something.
What did
I'm
you
gonna hold
find?
the letter out to her. We found this in the pile of letters in a different car and think that might belong to you, ma'am.
She takes it and reads it. There is an absolute roller coaster of emotions as she's reading it. She
Does she groan halfway through reading it?
no, she loved his cheese. Um,
Oh, that must have been extra cheesy.
she sort of cries that he's dead, and then realizes what that means. Realizes that he died protecting her, but also realizes that if she passes on, she has a chance of seeing him again. And she ends up sort of not really saying anything, just weeping with joy, hugging the tear-stained letter, and her locket, like you see the picture inside become clearer and clearer, and she becomes less tangible and less glowy green.
You said that the letters on, well, from our perspective, the lower half of the train, that wall, those were all letters from the afterlife
Yes.
going to. So does that mean specifically they were written while on the train, or just generally from the afterlife, got lost in the mail, ended up in the car?
The
I think it
letters are
was more
more.
of a symbolism of it. Like it was like their
Yeah. Well,
unfinished words to
I guess
their
my
loved ones.
question is, would it being from the afterlife and being stuck on that train, would it imply that he was on the train, or does it just imply that he's dead?
It just implies he's
He
dead.
was on the train.
Okay.
It's a manifestation of a dead person who incredibly longs for a live person, trying so hard to communicate that they miss them and love them, to the point where it's powerful enough that it manifests as a letter on this train.
Okay, because the Harlequin was saying that she'd seen a Jacob bee,
Yeah.
and so that's why I was wondering if maybe he was on the train still, but maybe in the circus. But I don't think we have time for that. We've got engine room problems, I think, potentially.
I think the implication is that he was on the train. He's passed on through.
Okay, all right.
The train isn't a
All right, cool.
destination. The train is it's like it's described as like a oh, what's the name of it? The Greek boat that takes you across the river Styx.
Oh,
Charon?
What did you say?
I don't know what the boat's called. I just know the ferryman.
Yeah, what's he called?
I know the ferryman is called Charon, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
Chiron.
Chiron. Yeah.
Elizabeth?
I get to see the lovely sea again. Oh, it's the Sea of the Dead shoot. No, yeah, this train is sort of Chiron ferrying you to the afterlife.
Okay.
So yeah, if he's dead, he would have been on here at some point. Everyone that's ever dead would have been on here at some point.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
I guess we're ready then.
Well, I turned off the music because it sounded like you were done talking with her. Did it help?
Oh,
I liked it.
another word for it is the psychopomp. Are speeches angels, demons, or deities in many religions whose responsibility is to escort newly deceased souls from the earth to the afterlife.
It's called the
Thank
what?
you, Wikipedia.
Psychopomp.
Yes, thank you.
That's a genre of music, isn't it?
I don't remember.
No, I don't know. I'm gonna have to move this to the right a bit because it doesn't show up on Stream of Voice. Okay. Right. That's it. Finally, stop moving. We are coming to the end of the stream, but I will describe this cart first. And then I will send us out with Dre's fantastic rendition of the poem again. And then we'll see who we can raid. Last week we raided someone who's so psychotic I ended up getting about 6 messages from people saying, you know that person you raided afterwards? They were fucking amazing.
That's cool.
I'll see if they're on again. Basil Butler, he's anyway, I don't want to go into it too much, but he's a wonderful streamer who's streamed for like 20 years and has like no viewers, and he's just an absolute lunatic. It's hilarious. He's lovely. Anyway,
glad to help.
Yeah. This car is an ironclad carriage bathed in hot, wavering light. A large blackened fuel tank stands at its centre with a small reinforced glass window, revealing a sickly blue-green glow within, which is the same glow that you saw on the people that couldn't pass on. The air vibrates with unnatural energy, and from deep within the tank, faint whispers rise, haunting, disembodied voices, all shouting over each other and yet saying nothing at the same time. Iron pipes twist overhead, snaking their way from the tank to a ghastly furnace at the far end of the cut. The room is about 30 feet and is essentially collecting fuel for the train. You gather that the fuel itself may be related to souls, which is kind of a haunting realization that maybe the dead fuel the dead train. Yeah. That is...
Quick, someone say something one-liney.
Damn it.
Damn it. Right, cool. We'll end on that then. Wonderful.
Quote of the year.
Dun, 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 dun,
Put it on a t-shirt.
Damn it.
All right, great. Thank you everyone for coming to watch. Yeah, had a lovely time. Hopefully we'll be a full party of 4 next week. Fingers and toes crossed.
Yeah.
And we will see what happens to the engine room and this train as you've been asked to see if it's corrupted or not. And
Woo!
the ghost train. Whoa, scary.
Spooky.
Yeah, thank you for watching.
Remember,
remember to watch out for
not the
drop tigers.
destination.
Everyone stay
Watch
safe
out
from
for
drop
ceiling
tigers.
And that Elizabeth was the most beautiful of us all.
It was a boat.
Yeah.
A mighty boat.
Brilliant. Thanks for coming, everyone.